My name's Liz Cooper and I'm here to talk about the training that we're offering in Australia this year. I run the British Academy of Sound Therapy. I founded that organisation in 2000 and we became the first organisation that we found so far to offer formal recognised qualifications in sound therapy in the world. I started working with sound in 1994 after I was suffering from a chronic fatigue syndrome and chronic anxiety disorders and began to use my voice. Had a real wake-up call because I felt the power of the voice to make me feel better. And so I started to research sound therapy. At that time, there were no places to actually train formally, but I did do a lot of research around the world, worked with various different Indigenous peoples and people that worked with sound traditionally for health and well-being. And we've done research ourselves in the academy. And research is really important to us because it's about that head and heart meeting. We intuitively all know and feel the power that music has, for example, to uplift us, to calm us, how nature sounds can inspire us and remind us who we are, at our essence, and center us, if you like, in times of stress. So we all kind of feel that, but how and why do we feel it? And how can we harness those innate feelings and reactions that we have to sound and put them in a way that we can really help targeted and specific imbalances? So that's basically what I've been doing for the last 22 years, is finding out how and why sound is so powerful and how we can develop specific techniques to help improve health and well-being using sound. So we've been coming to Australia for 4 years now, and every year I train. I spend a couple of years in a different area, and this year we're going to be in Brisbane and in Perth. And we offer level 1 and level 2 training courses. And the reason why we do that is because our vision is to grow sound therapy in Australia. The British Academy of Sound Therapy itself has been running for 16 years, and we have a wonderful network of like minds that are all doing amazing work. We have people working in hospitals and hospices and in education, so mainstream education and special education, with spiritual groups and yoga groups and in their own practices, and with sonic art and performance as well. So there's so many different areas that you can work in once you're qualified. And that's the reason why we're offering level 1 and level 2 qualifications back to back in Australia. So the level 1 qualification is a professional diploma in group sound therapy. It's a diploma course in its own right, and you can just take that course if you want to. That course is packed full of lots of different tools and techniques that you can use with groups. So there are sound baths and gong baths and sound relaxation sessions. So you can bring people into a room and they can lay down and be bathed in beautiful sounds for relaxation. You can do drum circles and rhythm groups and rhythm of life groups, which is using rhythm for different symptomatic states. So we can use rhythm for stimulating or relaxing the system. We can use rhythm for fun and creativity and communication as well. So we'll be learning drum circles, drum games, something called rhythm of life, which is, as I just said, using specific rhythms to help improve health and well-being for different symptomatic states. We'll also be working with soundscapes and sonic art. So that's painting pictures in sound, which is a wonderful way to work. So you could take that into schools, into hospices, you can work with the elderly, you can work with artists who want to explore the medium of art in sound as opposed to in colour. for example. You can run groups that are participative and workshops for creative exploration of the sound. There's just so much you can do with that. And also we have something called narrative soundscapes. So our method of sound therapy is actually sound plus a reflective technique. Now the sound itself has the ability, if it's used in specific ways, to entrain brainwave frequencies to a lower state, and that puts a person into a deep meditative state. And in that state there's lots of wonderful health benefits that you can have, such as reduced anxiety, reduced pain, reduced muscle tension, blood pressure, help with positive mood state, for example. And so that has implications in depression, alleviating depression. There's so many results that we've had over the years. And as well as the sound, we're using this reflective technique, and that is helping a person to sort of make more sense of their environment and the impact that their mind has on their life. So it's the belief that we have about our symptoms that often can be even more debilitating than the symptoms themselves. So, for example, I may believe that I'm never going to be able to feel any better. I might believe that my insomnia, for example, may never enable me to get to feel fully relaxed again. And so I could get into a loop situation where I'm always worrying about not being able to get to sleep, or my pain, or whatever it is. So in our method of sound therapy, we've developed techniques which is a powerful reflective model known as the 5 R's model, and we use that in conjunction with the sound. So narrative soundscapes helps people to be able to explore their limiting beliefs and to help to try on a new positive life affirming belief. So, and we do all of that with sound and the reflective technique. So it's great. It enables you to work potentially extremely deeply if you want to. So that's the level 1. The instruments that we use on level 1 are Himalayan singing bowls, gong, drum, crystal bowls, and therapeutic percussion. So those are the instruments that we work with. And you're required for level 1 to have 4 Himalayan singing bowls. You can choose then 3 crystal bowls, or 1 gong, or both if you'd like, and 1 frame drum and a therapeutic percussion pack. So your therapeutic percussion pack comprises rain sticks and shakers and chimes, all sort of relatively low cost items. And for costs and other types of equipment requirements, then we help you with that. Once you're enrolled on the course, we can help you to choose the best instruments for you. So you don't need to have any knowledge of musical instruments at all. And if you already have some of those instruments, then I'm sure you'll be able to use them. So in level 2, we're taking the threads through from level 1, and we're working with Himalayan bowls, voice in the form of toning and overtone singing, and crystal bowls. So that's the level 2 treatment. It's one seamless treatment from start to finish, and it's the flagship treatment. It's the one that we used in our main body of our research that we've done over the years. So a practitioner moves from Himalayan bowls into voice, into crystal bowls, and then into therapeutic percussion in one seamless treatment. It's amazing. There's also a Himalayan bowl on the body massage, where we place Himalayan bowls on the back, and that can help to kind of soothe muscle tension and pain in the body. The reason why we've brought those 2 courses together back to back is that this has been shown to be the most stable business model for people in the UK over the last 16 years. People coming to your group sessions will then have the option to go to one-to-one therapy if they want to go deeper, and vice versa. If you're doing level 2, you want to do level 2 and you just want to concentrate on one-to-one work, then you still need to attend level 1, because in order for us to give you this high level qualification, and at the moment it's the highest qualification in sound therapy that is available at this moment in the world that we've found so far. Then you're able to, if you don't want to do the group work, then you don't have to. You would just attend the session and not do the case studies. Okay, so that's an option for you. However, as I've said, the best sort of business building model is doing both courses and going out there and then doing both types of session, but it's completely up to you. So the format of the course: about 3 weeks before the intensive starts, you'll be sent Fundamental, which is a course that is on our online learning zone, and there are quizzes and little videos and articles and sound files and all sorts of things you can get to grips with, and that will give you all of our key concepts and our foundation, if you like. And then coming into the intensive, that's your experience. That's where you get to feel the sound in the body and the proof of the pudding, and work with like minds and really get your hands on the equipment and the techniques. And so we'll be going through that in those 5 days or 10 days if you decide to do both levels. Okay, so you'll do one assignment a month, and that assignment may be sitting with chosen Himalayan bowls, feeling the sound in the body, writing about how it feels. So you normally, on average, it's about 2 to 3 hours a week. And towards the end of your assignments, you'll then start your first webinar, and that will either be with myself or one of my tutors. If you're doing level 1 and level 2, then you'll have basically a monthly webinar, and the webinars are designed to help you and support you through your case study sessions. And then all you need to do at the end is submit your final portfolio. You have an assessment if you are on level 2, so we just need a video of you doing a treatment, and an online assessment for your theory work. So that's just testing your knowledge. What do you know about your art, if you like? And then once you've done all of that, then you're fully qualified. And our vision, as I said at the beginning of this video, is for us to grow a network of like minds in Australia. We really want you to succeed and go out there and do brilliant work. We want to arrange community projects, research. We want to train trainers in Australia. There's so much that we want to do, and it's very exciting what's happening here in the UK, and we're really excited about what's going to happen in Australia as well. We'd love you to join us. We're also planning a licensing option. So if you want help with business building, then there will be a project which we're launching around about the time that you're qualified, which will enable you to get support, ongoing support for your business. So that's leaflets and logos and web presence and all sorts of things that we're planning. So we really hope that you'll join us. The next step is just to email us to let us know that you're keen to join, or with any other questions that you might have, and then we'll send you a link to our application process. I really look forward to seeing you soon, and yeah, here's to wonderful sonic adventures.